Good morning, boys and girls. Today, Miss Susan and Scruffy are having some special people come to our house, and they are going to help us cut down a tree. Do you see that tree right there that has the pink ribbon? Well, that means the tree is marked, and if you notice, the tree is leaning, and I want you to see how tall this tree is. Oh my goodness. It keeps going and going and going and going. Oh, it's still going. It is so tall, so big. But the problem is since the tree is leaning, the tree man thinks that the tree might fall over. And if it falls over, we have a gas tank behind that and all kinds of things that it could damage. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, Miss Susan and you and Parker and Jaden went down to the tree in the woods, and that one fell over by itself. But this one is going to be cut. And the cool thing about that is these men come with a bucket truck. And I'm going to show you that if they'll let me take them. And the other day when the man came to put a ribbon around this tree to know which one to cut down, he also noticed, let me come this way, there's my leaves that fell down. He also noticed this tree. And I want you to notice something about this. There's my gas tank. Look, there is a hole in there. Ooh. I hope nothing jumps out at Miss Susan. But oh my goodness, you notice that that tree is hollow. Oh, that is so cool. That tree is hollow. What does that mean? Well, that means that the inside of the tree has died. So does that mean the tree is strong enough to stay standing? Maybe not. I'm just gonna see if I can get my camera. Let's see, how far can Miss Susan get my tree? That's pretty cool in there. Look at that. I hope there's not like a squirrel or something that lives in there. But the tree man said that because we have this hole in the tree, that it isn't strong anymore. And so this tree, I'll show you this one, it's not as tall, but it's a maple tree. You know, I can tell that it's a maple tree because of the leaves. They have a special shape. I love maple trees. So even though it makes me sad that this maple tree is going to have to get cut down, this hole in the tree tells me that that's what's best. It even looks like it's got a little arm on it. Look at it. Oh, Miss Susan might come and make a face on it before they cut it down. Would that be fun? Let me see if I can find something to make a face. So boys and girls, I found some paint. I'm going to give my tree some blue eyes so it shows up. And when you look at your eyes, there's some white parts in there, and in the very middle there's a black part called your pupil. And I think I might even get really silly and make the tree some hair. Sometimes Miss Susan likes to do things to make people smile. I wonder what the tree people will think when there is a tree person. See, that just says to me, oh, see the little tree going, oh, his little mouth is making the letter O. So I'll show you what I make in just a minute. Okay, friends, are you ready to see what I created with my paint? Here we go. Oh, there she is. I think it's a girl. I gave her some yellow hair, blonde hair, so it would show up against the tree. And she's saying, oh no, please don't cut me down. Isn't that silly? I've been looking at that hole in that tree for a long time. I brought my flashlight to see if we can see any better into the hole of the tree. I have to be careful though, because the paint, can you see the paint is still wet? Is it hollow up there too? Oh yeah, you can see the top. Almost looks like a tree dentist, doesn't it? That is cool. I wonder if we should name our tree. She's a maple tree. So if we wanted a name that started with an M, like maple, we could call her Marla. Marla the maple tree. So today Miss Susan was creative and used my paints to make a face. You can use your imagination to do lots of things. Thank you for helping me paint Marla, the maple tree, before she gets cut down. Ooh. We'll see you later. I thought of another song that Marla could sing. You know that song, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and your lips finish O and make a circle like Marla's mouth. And on this farm she had a dog, E-I-E-I-O, with a woof woof here and a woof woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. You know, boys and girls, since we have been silly today and painted a face on Marla, and we sang Old MacDonald had a farm where she was singing E-I-E-I-O, we could be very silly and we could write a song about Marla. Sometimes Miss Susan likes to take old songs and make new ones by just changing the words. So let's see. I'm going to use my imagination. Let's see if I can write a song about Marla. Old McMarla was a tree, E-I-E-I-O, a maple tree with lots of leaves, E-I-E-I-O. But she got a hole in her trunk and it made me frown, 'cause the tree man said Marla's gonna fall down. Old McMarla was a very good tree, E-I-E-I-O. Thanks for being a good tree, Marla. We will miss you. So boys and girls, the tree people are here. I want to show you their truck. A big long arm and a bucket. Look, they're moving that man way up in the sky. And what he does is he ties, I think, a rope around the limbs, and then he cuts the limbs. So they actually start, see, remember how we talked about the tree was so tall? See how they're starting at the ground. See the one that's leaning with the... And it goes up and up, but they put that man way up tall in the trees. It's called a bucket truck. It looks like he is in a bucket, doesn't it? See, they're moving him around so that he can put the ties around the tree limbs, and then I think they'll saw the tree limbs, so they'll actually cut the tree down at the top a little bit first, and they'll trim it out, and then they'll have the big log. So we'll be watching for when they come and cut that tree at the bottom. So he started his chainsaw, boys and girls. He'll cut, oh, there goes a big limb, but he has it tied so it doesn't go crazy, he just kind of drops it off. So you see how he's giving it a haircut? Can you hear the sound of the chainsaw? Oh, this will be a big piece. He's cutting off the limbs. Remember how far he is off the ground? Look at that big arm of that truck. Oh, it falls down, down, down. Boom. Now, boys and girls, he's cut all the limbs off. Oh, do you hear him chunking that wood in there? It makes a loud sound. So he's tied a big string to the top of the tree. Let's see what he does with that. Cut a big log. He's going to part of the trunk. Look at this big piece come off. Oh my goodness. Our sawmill across the street is going to take these pieces of tree and make boards out of them. So I wonder what this tree will end up becoming. Oh, it looks like he's about halfway through. Can't make it any bigger for you, I'm sorry. Oh, boom. Wow, that was cool. Now lifting him back up, look at that arm. Get his rope out, and I bet you they'll make the arm go down lower so you can cut another big log off the tree. That's part of its trunk. Up, it goes down. So it looks like, let's see, are they going to cut it from the ground now? Oh. So now his bucket is near the ground. And they are cutting off the last trunk where it was connected to the ground. And they're measuring it because my neighbor needs it to be 12 feet. I don't know that that's 12 feet. Maybe less than 12. But then there's a big log right there. You see that big log? I think that one is big enough. So in a minute, they're going to finish and they're going to saw the final trunk off. So we saw it go from that big tree this morning now to a big trunk with no limbs. Oh, they're pushing and pulling it. Oh, they're going to push it over. Oh, cool. Do you see the rings in the tree? Cutting on Marla's limbs. Do you see Marla? See her face that we painted? There he goes. He's going to cut the limbs off of Marla. Now, Marla, she sounds kind of hot. Remember, she's hollow? He'll make short work of this one. That means this one won't take very long. Look at him giving her a haircut. Goes moving his bucket around. Gosh, so they've been working on Marla now for less than a minute. I wonder how long it takes them to cut down Marla. Let's just video her and see. Now Marla, because she is hollow on the inside, she will not make furniture. We will not keep her wood because it is not good. it has to be solid. If you look down here, let me just show you this real quick. See how that tree is full all the way through? Oh, you can see the branches coming down. Pew, pew. Oh, Marla, look at you. So remember how in the big tree, he started at the top? Oh, they're lifting his bucket back. Where is he gonna cut now? Oh, they're trying to get him. Now, because Marla's branches aren't so big and thick, they don't really have to tie hers like they did the other one. Bonk. Oh, that was made a big sound. See, that stuff coming out is called sawdust. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Still giving Marla a haircut. They've now been cutting on Marla for 2 minutes. Tried to catch that one. When you live out in the country, we do have what we call a well box over there. So you see that white thing, that is a gas tank. Oh, that was a big one. And then right there is a well. So we don't want to hit that. And he's kind of letting those go down gently. Oh my goodness. Now Miss Marla's been getting a haircut for 3 minutes. Isn't it interesting that something that takes so long to grow? Miss Susan has lived in this house for 20 years. And that tree has always been here as long as I can remember. So we know that Marla is at least 20 years old. But it takes probably, I don't know, Miss Susan's gonna make a guess. I'm gonna say it takes less than 5 minutes to cut Marla down. It's kind of sad if you think about it, isn't it? Where are they gonna put him now? Let's see. I wonder if he'll go. He's gonna give her another couple haircuts and he's gonna put that away from the well. That's a good thing. Give it some more branches. Now he's holding on to those gently. Let's see. So now they've been cutting at Marla for 4 minutes. So once they cut the branches, they will feed them into that shredder I was telling you about. Oh, there goes one of her tall branches. Oh, Marla, look at her. She was a good tree. I wonder if you think she'll cut this branch right here? Oh, I don't know. I think he will. He's going to go to the end of it so that it... There we go. He's gonna grab on, and there we go. Whoop, there, awesome. Oh, Miss Susan was wrong. It's 5 minutes, and Marla is still standing at the bottom. Isn't it fun to guess things sometimes? Sometimes you're right, and sometimes you're not, but it's fun to make a guess. Here they have, the bigger that they are, they make a bigger sound when they hit the ground. Chainsaws have to be very, very sharp to go through the wood. Looks like he's just got a knife up there slicing through it like butter, doesn't he? things like this are interesting because you can see that Miss Susan doesn't own a big truck like this. So sometimes at your house, you have to pay people to come and help you with a problem. Because let's think about it. If that big tree that was leaning had fallen on a car or a person, it could have been very bad and very dangerous. So sometimes you have to call people and hire them. When you hire someone, you pay them to do a job. So obviously, Miss Susan does not have the skills to get up high in a tree like this. Oh, look at that. They're getting closer and closer to Marla's little eyes. Oh, and here goes the man. He's gonna ship that stuff up. Let me see if I can show you. Look, he's feeding it in there, and that big red bucket thing is gonna eat up the tree and spit out little pieces. Here he goes. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, do you see it? Looks like a cookie monster. A tree monster that eats up the tree. Oh, look at there. And let's see. Oh, that was cool. Oh, let's see. So now, we only have a little bit left of Marla. I wonder if he'll cut it from the bottom now. Oh, poor Marla. Bye-bye, friend. So he's going to drop his chainsaw or give it to one of his friends. Can't get to it because there's all those branches. The last time they cut on Marla will be from the bottom. What do you think? You think they'll cut her all off at one time? Look at that. All of her branches that she had, they'd cut them off. Where's he going? He's going back up. And then they're going to put him back down. There's no more trees to cut. I think that would be a super cool job. It would be like you were flying. So they're putting him down and down. And oh, he's going down pretty fast. So this must be how they have to ride on the road with their arm. They couldn't leave their arm way up like that, could they? Because if they did, then they might hit a bridge or something. Oh, look at that. They're kind of folding it up. That's what they call a lever. Oh, there's all so many lessons we could learn watching the tree guys. And there he is. He's back down on the ground. Oh, he had a seatbelt on. That was pretty smart. Have to be safe when you're way up there in the trees. This is really cool because they turned the truck around so that you can see them feeding the tree limbs into the chipper shredder. And then look up there. It blows out the little tiny chips into the back of their truck. You have to be really careful when they're doing that so that they just put the trees in there. Chomp it up. Oh, here, that was a big one. You can see on that side that Marla is still standing up. Oh my goodness, he's got a big one. You think he can put that in there? He's gonna have to have his friend help him, I think. faster, man. Powerful that piece of machinery is. They've had to put their blower on the right hand side because they were running out of room. Do you see how their back of their truck is now filled up with chips? So they can't let the chips fall all over the road when they drive down the street. So they've put the red blower on the side, and you can see how it's blowing out the chips. It looks like this might be some of the last branches. See, it's hollow all the way to the bottom. Oh my goodness. Boys and girls, look at that. Our hole. And look what they did. They left us Marla. She's now a log. There we go. We can keep her around as a friend. Good morning, boys and girls. I wanted to show you Marla today. We had our trees cut down over a month ago, and I taped it that day because I thought it would be interesting to show you. But I wanted you to see that Marla is still doing really well. And even though she's different than how she used to be, she still makes me smile. I want to thank the Cabarrus Arts Council and the Early Childhood Foundation of Cabarrus County, and also the North Carolina Arts Council, for letting me come and make YouTube videos for you. I always like it when you come with us to do something fun or see something interesting. So as you can see, Scruffy's over there at the signs, but we're gonna sing goodbye, boys and girls. Hope you have a good week. Thanks. We'll see you soon.